This is solving systems by elimination. Remember, we can solve systems of equations. We've done two ways thus far. The first was solving by graphing. The second was solving by substitution. Now we're going to solve by elimination. Okay? And solving systems by elimination, equations must be in standard form. Okay? So again, to solve systems of equations by elimination, your linear equations must both be in standard form, which is the ax plus by equals c. Here's our first example. So we have equation 1, we have 2x minus y equals 7. It's already in standard form. A is your 2, your b is your -1, and your c is your 7. Equation number 2 is here. X plus y equals 5. This is so simple to do. All you do is add the two equations together and solve for either x or for y. So when I get ready to add, if I'm adding the two equations, now I'm adding them vertically. Look what happens. 2x plus 1x is going to be 3x. There's my 3x. Negative 1y plus a 1y is 0. And then 7 plus 5 is 12. So this will drop out. -1 plus 1 is equal to 0. So 3x equals 12. We can solve for x because the y's were eliminated. 3x equal to 12. Divide both sides by 3. We're going to find that x equals 4. Do what we did in substitution to find out what y is. We're going to put 4 in either equation 1 or put 4 in for x in equation number 2. It doesn't matter. We can put 4 in equation 1 or equation 2. It doesn't matter. Okay? And I just look at equation 2, equation 1, and I ask myself, does it seem easier to put the 4 in here, or do I have less work in equation 2? I personally like equation 2. X plus y equals 5, and I know now what the x is going to be 4, so I'm going to do 4 plus y is equal to 5, and I can solve for y by subtracting the 4 on both sides, and y is equal to 1. So my solution for this particular problem is going to be 4, 1, and I've solved this by elimination. Now, the next portion, here's another one. Example number 2, we have 3x plus 2y equals 1. This is my equation 1, and you know I like to number my equations. And then my second is x minus 2y equals 107, equation 2. Again, to solve equations by elimination, both of your linear equations must be in standard form. Ax plus by equals 1, the first one is. And then for the second one, ax plus by equals c. For the second one, it also is in standard form. So what we do is just add the two linear equations together. LE's the linear equations. So here I am going to add them. I'll put my plus sign here, and then I draw my line. 3x plus 1x is going to be 4x. 2y plus a negative 2y. 2y plus a negative 2y is 0. So 4x is equal to 1 plus 107 is equal to 108. So 4x equals 108. And now I'm just going to solve for x. Divide both sides by 4. And we're going to find that x equals 27. How do we find y? Simple. All we're going to do is either put or substitute x in equation number 1 or equation 2 to find y. I just ask myself, what seems the easiest to put x in equation 1 or put in equation number 2? Well, equation 2 seems like the least amount of work. Therefore, I'm going to put in 27 for x in equation 2. And I get x minus 2y. X minus 2y equals 107. By substitution, I'm going to put in 27 for the x. 27 minus 2y equals 207. I already know how to solve equations. So I'm going to subtract 27 on both sides there. And remember that negative has to be brought down. So negative 2y equals 80. Divide both sides by a -2, and we find that y is going to be equal to a -40. So what's my solution? X equals 27, y equals a -40. So my solution is a 27, -40. Let's try one more example, example number 3, on how to solve system of equations by elimination. Here's our 2 examples here. Actually, let's go on here. Example 3. Okay. Example 3 is here. 2x plus 3y is equal to 7, and then 2x plus 2y equals 2. Okay. So here's my equation 1, and then my equation number 2. Now, what I'm going to do, I'll put this in green. What I'm going to do, remember, is they must first of all be in standard form. I want to add them together. Okay? But when I add, what I say is 2x plus 2x is 4x. 3y plus a negative 2y is plus y. And then equals 9. Did we eliminate an x or did we eliminate a y? The answer is no. So that didn't work out so great. So what I'm going to do is backtrack and I say, that wasn't so great. And then I say, well, wow, how could I eliminate this? And I'm thinking to myself, well, if I look at these 2, it would be nice if these 2 were subtracted or if one of them were negative. So what I would do is simply take, and I'm thinking, if this were 2x minus 2x, that would go to 0. Well, how do I make this a negative 2x? Just multiply everything here by a negative 1. Okay? When I multiply by a negative 1, first of all, the first equation will remain the same. It's going to remain because I didn't touch it, I didn't change it. So it's 2x plus 3y equals 7. Now I'm going to make this a negative because I'm multiplying everything by negative 1. So this becomes a negative 2x. This was a negative, so it becomes plus 2y. This becomes a negative 2. Now look, if I were adding these 2 together, would the x's drop out? Yes. So now I'm going to add the 2 linear equations. 2x plus a negative 2x is 0, so these are now going to drop out. 3y plus a 2y is going to be a 5y. And then 7 plus a negative 2 is a 5. I can solve for y by dividing both sides by 5, and y is equal to 1. So this time we found y first and not x. It doesn't matter. Moving further, how do I solve for x? Now I'm going to put or substitute y in equation 1 or equation 2 to find x. And I look at this and say, which one's easier to put 1 in for the equation 1 or equation 2? Both of them are about the same amount of work, so I just pick one. Doesn't matter if I use equation 1 or 2. I chose equation 1. 2x plus 3y equals 7. I'm going to go ahead and put that 1 in for y down here. And I get 2x plus 3 times 1 equals 7. Basic algebra problem. Okay, how do I do this here? I'm going to have 2x plus 3 equals 7. Subtract 3 on both sides. And I'm left with, this is me minusing 3 on both sides. 2x equals 4. Divide both sides by 2. And x is equal to 2. So my solution is going to be 2, 1. X is here. And then y is our 1 that we solved back up here at the tippy higher up. So remember, if this is x, make sure you put it first. Even though we solved for x last, it still needs to be first because we're going x, comma, y for our work here. All right? How do we check to make sure our solution is correct? It's easy to check. I can put 2, 1 in either equation 1 or 2. Okay? I chose equation number 1. Okay, it's 2x plus 3y equals 7. 2 times the x down here was 2, and the y is 1. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 3 times 1 is 3. It's supposed to equal 7, and 4 plus 3 does equal 7. Because both sides check, that means that we do have the correct solution of 2, 1. Okay? All right, here's the next one. You can try this one on your own. Okay? 4x plus 4x wouldn't work, so I multiply by a negative 1 to get that. And there's part 1 of this lesson.